today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use AI to analyze a service accommodation business. This is a way of building a business plan, analyzing your patch, understanding if there's demand in the area, and if there is, what types of demand are in the area, and even using it to come up with pitches for landlords to help you get your first rent-to-rent property secured, or your next rent-to-rent property secured, or even if you've got properties already, analyze your patch to understand who are the types of clients that you want to be marketing to. Look guys, my name's Hindley and I've been running a service accommodation business for the last 4.5 years, and in this time I have built my business to take over 55% of bookings direct. This means the bookings that we get through our business directly, we're not paying a commission to Airbnb and Booking.com, normally around 15 to 18%, which cuts massively into your revenue. And starting out your business in the right way and getting a business plan like this in place is going to massively help you get an idea of who the types of clients are that you need to be serving, getting longer term bookings that are going to give you more security about running the property, and it's also going to give you a better idea about how to actually stack the deals and what the numbers realistically are in the market. And I'm going to give you access to the AI tool that I use and that I've created for this during the video. So if you're interested, make sure you strap in, get yourself a coffee, and we'll dive in to how to use AI to analyze your patch and to build a business plan. So guys, I have built a little bit of a presentation here, so we're going to go through this and kind of see how to really work to really build AI into your service accommodation business. So what are the main fundamental methods of all of this? So you've got to understand the different stages within a service accommodation business. So I call my framework for this the 4 S's model. So this is structuring your business in the right way, it is sourcing the right properties, it is systemizing the business in the right way, and then it is scaling the business to higher levels. And everybody has their own unique journey on how they do this, but the fundamental things of setting up your business in the right way and sourcing the right properties are the foundations of this. So we need to find areas that are going to drive demand. We need to find our competitive advantage, like what types of people are we going to market to, and identify what are the best locations within our patch to actually invest in. As well as when we're structuring the business, we need a solid business plan in place, because when we come to pitching landlords, we're not going to sound like an idiot that's just doing rent to rent. We're going to actually sound like someone who is got a good idea about the business, got a good idea who the client is that they're going to serve, and it's going to make it a much more of a professional conversation rather than just you trying to dig yourself out of a hole of saying that it's a rent to rent, I'm going to put it on Airbnb and Booking.com and I'm going to try and get as many bookings as I can. No, you've actually got a business plan with this. So going through this and understanding this is going to be vital. So it's phase 1, what is your patch? And I put a few of the bookings that we've got recently in our patch. So nearly a 30 grand booking for it works out at 6 months, and another booking that we've got there that was 90 days, 90 nights for £10,000. So that's a little bit over like 3 months, so a little bit over £3,000 a month for that one there, which is crazy. But you need to pinpoint the location, which is going to be a good investment place for you, because a lot of people think they need to travel miles because they don't live in an area where there's demand for contractors or for people that are working away from home. And picking your patch is vital. I think pick somewhere that you live close, that you know well, and that you know what the demographics like, you know what the area is like, and whether it's going to be safe for people staying in properties there. That is one thing that I don't think people do enough. Why go somewhere that you have no idea about the patch and about the area, and you need to understand what's going on in that area even more, and you're going to have a better idea about this in an area that you live, rather than going to some random places all over the country. And I'm going to show you the AI tool in a second about how we use all of this. But first of all, kind of pick a patch, pick an area within like a 90-minute region of you. Maybe you know about some development work that's going on, you know about some other like plans for regeneration or anything like that, or like new build estates or things like that that are going to drive contractors or people to the area. I think that is really key. So when we're doing this, obviously, like I say, we're looking at demand here. These are the key things that we want to look for. And I classify this as your fundamental analysis. So understanding what is going on in an area is going to be absolutely vital here. So contractors, corporate clients, NHS, relocation. Is there a lot of new houses coming to an area? Would families maybe be relocating to a new area? Is there maybe like people visiting universities and things like that that's going on around there? Like you've got to think about what type of client would really want want to use the properties that I've got available and what types of properties would they want to use within this area here. So yeah, like I say, you're looking at kind of the things that are going on in the area. So if you just, like I say, using the AI tool, it'll give you the idea about these growth plans that the area is going to have and all of these fundamental things that we need to look for. And this is where we're going to be using the AI tool that we've got. So this is going to be, it's a custom AI tool. So basically I've built this to go and search the internet, find out data about your patch, understanding what's going on and understanding how and why your patch is going to work better for service accommodation. So let's dive into it. To get access to this, all you need to do is hit the link in the description and you can go over and you can start a free trial in the school community, the Freedom Stays community. Once you are in there, what you can do is head over and use the AI tool, go through, I've got a few different exercises to help you kind of analyze your patch. Once you've done them exercises, you put all the information you've got into the AI tool and it's going to help you build an idea, build a business plan, build some foundational research about how to build your service accommodation business in the right way. So let's take a look at it here. This is the service accommodation business partner. So all I'm going to do is give it a little prompt and we're going to see what kind of things it comes up with, because it's going to ask us some questions back, get a bit of an idea about what we're looking at and kind of how much money we've got to invest, and then it's going to give us a bit of an idea of, okay, well, these are the types of people that you need to be targeting, these are the types of properties that you need to be going for as well. So hi, I'm really interested in starting a rent to service accommodation business. I'm based in Wakefield in Yorkshire, and I was just wondering where might be good to invest within this area. I was also wondering what type of regeneration work and development work is going on in the area, which might drive people to come to this area whilst they're working away from home. I've got about £7,000 to invest, and I was just wondering what your thoughts were on this and if we can hash out a bit of a business plan. There we go, get that sent off and see what it comes back with. So it's going to give us a quick area analysis looking at kind of the different types of guests. It's saying contractors, corporate travel, relocation, second tourism, but like I say, it's a very secondary one there. The demand drivers for the area, what is going on in Wakefield. It's got good transport links, easy access to Leeds, Sheffield and Doncaster. There's a huge, like say with Leeds, it's got loads of stuff going on, warehouses and logistic work in Barnsley and Doncaster. But with this, if I'm thinking like, okay, well, Wakefield might not be the perfect one. Well, it's mentioned Leeds a lot here. It's mentioned Doncaster a few times. It's mentioned Sheffield. There might be some other demand or other areas that are within my remit that I might want to dive into and do a little bit more research on as well. The supply, Wakefield itself, moderate competition, high competition in Leeds. Smaller surrounding towns might have better opportunity. So again, ask it a little bit more and dive into it a little bit more. But this is where it comes into what I classify like your technical analysis. This is where you look at your numbers and analyze the area, like the actual deals that you're going to get a little bit more. So what are the average rents on an AST agreement for the area? And then what are the average nightly rates that we'd look to get for different types of properties here as well. So got an idea here of like looking at kind of finding a sweet spot here. And always a good marker for me when you haven't done much research about a deal, a good marker for me is looking at, is the average nightly rate 10% of the rent? So if we look here at a 3-bedroom house, it's looking between £900 and £1,200 in rent here, but the average nightly rate is actually sitting at about that 10% marker, a little bit over that 10% marker, and within that remit there, meaning that it's going to be easier for us to make money. Obviously we need to start the deal properly, but as a bird's eye view, just looking over it, this is a really, really good way to look at it. So some of the best areas within Yorkshire, within Wakefield even, sorry. So outskirts, Castleford, Normanton, strong logistics and motorway access. It's kind of you getting an idea here. What are the kind of the amenities that you want to be looking at? So if you're looking at properties, obviously you're going to be wanting contractors, fast Wi-Fi, fully equipped kitchen, washer dryer, 2-bedroom minimum, and workspace, like a simple workspace like a desk and things like that. Them kind of things is really good to know. It'll do a bit of a deep dive into kind of the idea of, okay, well, if you're in London and you're looking at investing around there's going to be the 90-day rule. If you're in Scotland, there's going to be other restrictions about selective licensing for service accommodation and stuff as well. So it's looking at that, but I love the disclaimer about it's not a lawyer. But the idea of this, and what I want you to do, is when you get into the school community, you'll be able to see the different exercises that we've got, and I'll pull them up for you guys in a minute. But you can pull up the exercises that we've got, you can work through that, and it'll develop a bit of a formula and a prompt for you to then put into this system to get the best information out of it. So obviously setting up your rent to rent, short answer that yes, £7,000 budget would work really well. So you've got deposit, first month's rent. Obviously we try and negotiate deposit, but that's for another video. We're going to be looking at kind of removing the first month's rent as well, or potentially getting a grace period for a couple of weeks. And then once you've got everything set up, like I say, furniture and all that kind of thing set up, and then maybe systems and the processes that you might need, like your channel management system and other things like that, then you're going to have all that there as well. So it's really, really cool, and I'm not going to go through the entire thing. You guys can go through and do this yourself, but it's going to give you a rough cost of like monthly costs, and kind of then it's going to give you a bit of a business plan and a bit of an idea of a structure of what you need to do going over the next couple of weeks to really, really build out this business plan further. And I think that in itself is really, really cool and really vital for you guys to look at a little bit more, because when we are going through all of this and we're understanding what is our ideal market, how do we actually work towards all of this. But yeah, it's basically giving us the foundations of what we want in terms of a business plan. So I'm just going to jump on here and show you a little bit of the school community that we've got. So if you are new to property and this is the first property that you're taking on, once you've joined the school community, I would watch this video here, the start here post, and then we've got the new to property here. So this is a small little challenge, like a 4 little point challenge for you to go through and just basically answer each one of the questions, leave it in the comments below the post, and then you can build on things a little bit more from there. You can give us an idea about who you want your ideal guest avatar to be, where you want to operate your service accommodation business, and eventually obviously you can get access to the service accommodation business partner AI tool to really help you build that out a little bit more. And then once you've done that and you want someone to look at that strategy and look at that business plan, you can book in a call with myself and we can have a chat about it. If you are not new to property and you're wanting longer term bookings and you're wanting to scale your business a little bit more, or understand your patch in a little bit more detail, you can also do that here as well. So we've got an exercise for you guys to really help you dive into this in the best way possible. So yeah, if you are interested in property and you're interested in scaling your business or starting your service accommodation business, this is 100% a good place to be, and using this AI tool is going to give you a massive leg up on the rest of the competition and the rest of the people that are doing it. And then, because like I say, it will build out a business plan for you as well. To get bookings like this, 50 nights for 5,000, you can use this bot for absolutely free. And then if you're wanting more support in helping level up and scale up your service accommodation business, obviously we've got more options for stuff there in terms of mentoring you and helping support you and holding your hand for the first year of running and operating your service accommodation business. It is absolutely vital. So we're going to kind of recap and go over everything here. So analysing your patch, absolutely vital. Know what demand's going on in the area, know what the numbers are saying and what you need to make deals stack is absolutely so important. And choosing your target client, choosing who it is that you want to target. Create a business plan and create a 90-day strategy about how you are going to start to grow your business. And obviously you can use me, use my team, and use the people in the school community to help you do that as well, which is going to be really interesting for you guys, and it's going to be really vital to help you grow your business in the best way possible. So yeah, it's like I say, it's essential to do your own research. Yes, of course it is, but it is also very hard to start your business when you're starting with a blank piece of paper. And when you've got a blank piece of paper there and you don't have any idea about anything, you don't know about what areas to invest in, you don't know what patches to look at, you don't know what demand there's going to be for the area, it can make things really difficult. And that's what we want to help you with here, and that's what we want to get rid of. Get rid of that blank page syndrome, help you get started, and then we can help you grow and scale and optimize and systemize your business and implement AI and do all these other cool things that I'm going to be posting loads more other videos about. So if you are interested in growing and scaling your service accommodation business, then you'll want to watch this video that we've got here. And another big thing which I think is really vital and really important when it comes to service accommodation is pitching to landlords. And like I mentioned right at the start of the video, once you've got all this information together, when you're pitching your ideas to landlords, you're going to be in such a better position than 95% of the market out there, because they don't have a clue who their clients are. They don't have a clue who they're marketing to. They are just trying to call up as many people as they possibly can, get a viewing on a property and saying, oh, it's going to be a company let, it's a rent to rent agreement, I'm going to put it on air Airbnb, but I'm going to look after it, I promise. And there's no tangibility to what they're saying. But if you're saying, oh, I don't know if you've heard about this development that's going on in the area, but we're actually going to be focusing and targeting the people that are working on that development to give them a really nice place to work away from home from. Because when we are working away from home and when we've got people that are working away from home, it can be quite lonely, and actually being in a hotel room is actually really like depriving them of like human connection and camaraderie with the people that they're working with. And what we do is we offer properties that we hold to a really high standard, and we have cleaners in regularly to really help these people live away from home, not just work away from home. And your property is perfect to help us do this and to help us serve our clients in the best way. So and then finally, what are the things that you guys need to do next? You need to take action right now. So I'm sure you've watched loads of YouTube videos on all these different things and everything, and learning about how to start your service accommodation business. But let's start taking a bit of action. And I'll give you a really easy framework to get you started and to get rid of that blank piece of paper syndrome there that you've got. So hit the link in the bottom of the description, go over to the school community, start your free trial. There's no obligation for you to keep going if you don't want to join afterwards, but start the free trial. And then on a Wednesday night, we're going to be doing a mastermind call as well. So you'll be able to jump onto that. So you'll be able to jump on, speak to me directly. There's going to be me plus about 20 other people. This video gets loads of views, you never know, there might be more. But if you come over there and you going through and analysing your area, that you're going to get so much value from all the other people that are going to be on that call that are at different stages of their journey. 1 property, 2 properties, 10 properties, 30 properties. We've got a massive range of people within the Freedom Stays community. So if you are interested in joining that, then definitely give it a watch. If you are already an Airbnb host or a service accommodation host and you're wanting to look to scale your business, then click here, because there's going to be a video where I talk about how to use AI to automate elements of your guest messaging. And this is something that is going to be vital. I'm going to be posting so much content on how we build and scale our service accommodation businesses and using AI for that as well. I think it's going to be, the world is changing. AI is changing everything at the minute. It's replacing jobs. And as business owners and people that wanting to start businesses, this is a prime time to really get involved with it. But we want to take this opportunity and we want to really make the most of it. So I will see you guys over in the school community. Jump on this Wednesday night call. It would be awesome to see you there. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know in the comments if there's any other topics or videos that you want me to cover, and I'll catch you guys very soon.